And I think it really was that I was just in the habit of
Yep.
being that way, right? And then also there was an experience that I had early in my career that affected too the way that I felt in medicine. And that experience was when I was interviewing for medical school. I I knew I wanted to be an oncologist coming into medical school because of my experience working at hospice as an undergrad. And I had, I interviewed, I think, at like 6 schools, and none of the interviews were with an oncologist. And at one school, they put me with an oncologist, and I was so excited for this interview that,
Hmm.
oh, I'm going to meet with this man, and he's going to understand why I want to go into oncology. And what happened was is that he asked me, he, had seen on my personal statement, you want to go into oncology, tell me why. And I told him, I said, the reason why I want to go into oncology is I had this experience volunteering at hospice, taking care of people who are dying. And the lessons that I learned and the
Hmm.
intimacy of connecting with people who are facing a life threatening illness. And in particular, I took care of mostly people with cancer at this hospice. It just opened my eyes and changed my life that I want to spend the rest of my life with those people and in that space of having that intimate connection. And um, I just want more of that. And he looked at me and he said, that is not a good reason to become an oncologist. If you want to be an oncologist and you want to go through 13 more years of training, you need to love the science. And I remember
Yeah.
in that moment, just like feeling like I couldn't be who I am.
Mm.
And I left that interview just tears streaming down my face. And and I walked out of there and I said, I'm not saying that again. You know, I'm going to pretend that I like the science. And I had
Mm.
taken that to mean that I wasn't smart enough. I wasn't good enough. And the place that I was interviewing was Harvard. So clearly I was smart enough because they don't invite
Yeah.
people to interview there. But I didn't know that at the time. And so that was like another piece that layered on top of this. So I went into medicine and I don't love the science. I can do the science, I
Right.
can do all of it, but it's not why I do what I do. And so I think for years, I felt like somehow I really didn't fit in, and
Mm.
maybe I wasn't good enough.
Let me go there for a minute, Katie. There's something here to unpack, a bigger picture that people listening, I've spent a year with you now, they have not. What that doctor took away from you as an expert at Harvard, what he took away from you, and this will hit you immediately. You'll understand. What he took away from you is who you are and why you came to the planet, right? I mean, because if I know you today and your passion is not the mechanics of medicine, your passion, which a lot of doctors are not, they're technicians, they're statisticians. They can, decipher information, but they're not healers, and you know that from the level you've worked at. So what he did is you've had this because I want to go many places here, but what he did is those of you listening, she got emotional because I know her and her whole heart is into this service of humanity and helping people transition over and things we'll dig into some more. And this doctor who she believed was an expert at Harvard took away the essence of her beingness that drove you.